Oh, what's going on, everybody out there today? We're coming to you live from Asheville, North Carolina, and we come to you live every single week. Every Monday, we put it out, we post it, we slap it, we freaking rub it down, we do all that for you guys every Monday. There's no edits. It's practically live all the time. It is live. What am I talking about? So, what's going on today? It's Monday, and well, fuck, man. You know what? Hell, it could be Wednesday or Thursday or, whenever you want to listen to this. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But for now, for all intents and purposes, it is Monday, and it is February 6th. Welcome to beginning of the week. I'm your host, Zach Westfall. I want to thank you for being here with us. Hit the subscribe button and maybe give us a thumbs up. That would be very cool of you guys. So, what's going on? Today, January's over. February is here. February is amongst us. But I guess for now that doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what month we're in. Because the only thing that we really have is today. Today's the only thing that really matters. So what are you going to do about today? Because we only have today. I mean, what if today just snuck up on you and threw a trash bag over your face and then just decided to throw you in a trunk full of slithering snakes, huh? I mean, what if at this present moment, some bear just decided that he was going to, and this bear's got two legs, one in the front and one in the back. And he just decided that he was going to break into your house and put on your Dio and brush his teeth with, your toothpaste. He's trying to look all rugged and natural again for his other bear lady friends. I mean, what are you going to do about it then? The bear made today a possibility. He's using every advantage that he has just to make today more meaningful for himself. You're just going to sit there and let Randy Johnson throw a damn fastball right down the inseam of your insides. I mean, you're just gonna sit there? You're gonna take a swing at it. What if you're out there and you're trying to make a pair of jeans out of some silky fabric or whatever, and then next thing you know, you get a full length turtleneck without any sleeves. Huh? I mean, it's just the neck, no sleeves. So what you gonna do about today with all the possibilities? Let's hear it. With all the possibilities. Let's get into this episode today. What's going on, everybody? Sorry I came out a little on the heated side, I got that fire, I got that flame, I got that damn discharge that's just leaking out of my damn soul right now. If you want me to tell you, that's just what it's doing to me. Today's got me a little bit on edge, to be quite honest with you, and it all started out, fine. The beginning of my week was great. I got up, I did my routine, and I'm not going to bore you with my routine, but I was walking my dog, and I got this phone call from a buddy that I hadn't seen in a couple weeks, and he said that he had met this girl, and they were hitting it off pretty well, and he wanted his buddies to meet this girl. So I guess I was on the top of the list for meet and greet and that sort of deal. And, that's totally cool. So, I said, sure. Like, why not? But after I got off the phone with him, I started thinking about, meeting a stranger for the first time. It's kind of exciting, or at least it can be exciting. But I guess it could also be, nerve-wracking as hell. Kind of like canoeing in a mudslide, I guess. You may think that you're that kayak pirate, but then all of a sudden Mother Nature's just nasty, drippy delta keeps you from paddling. I mean, if that makes any sense, I guess. I guess. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, many people psych themselves out when it comes down to meeting someone new. And, you have all these questions that run through your head about that. And I guess, well, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I kind of get the, certain questions like from her perspective, like, what do they look like? Or even from my perspective, what does she look like? What are they interested in? Will they like me, or will they think that I'm just a piece of shit? Like, who knows? All this comes, I guess, from my perspective. It just comes from a place of fear, I guess, on me, with me. You get so wrapped up in all your ideas about what they think, what they're gonna think about you, and essentially, you kind of forget, I don't know, about what you do, if that makes any sense. Like, it's kind of like you have to feel them out and they have to feel you out too. And I guess it's a matter of, I don't know, breaking the ice. What's the best thing to do to break the ice when meeting a stranger? I mean, I'm not trying to go out and say anything strange or anything like that to a stranger, but I mean, sometimes I do, and that's just, who I am. But, so sorry, I'm getting off topic. So anyway, so I met them at the spot where they wanted to eat and everything, and maybe they wanted to, maybe she wanted to. I don't know. They picked the spot. Who knows? Whoever did, right? So I think she did, because this place, when I got there, this place I wouldn't see my buddy going at all, to be quite honest with you. Walking in there, it felt real French, like somebody was in the back about to put a big slab of full fat yogurt on a briquette, or cut a large piece of uncooked poultry or red meat at your table and then just serve it to you that way. I mean, that's what the feeling was. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the place or anything, but I will let you know it has the name of a bird in the title. So, now don't get me wrong, this was a nice place for breakfast. And sometimes, to be honest with you, those places kind of, in my opinion, they kind of get me a little nervous, because that's just not my I don't know. I get in there and everyone kind of looks at me like I shouldn't be there, like I don't belong, or I'm not a part of like them. And that's to say, I don't know, they kind of look at me like I got like a third limb growing out of me or something like that. I don't know. Like it's growing out of the side of my body, or I don't know. They just look at me indifferently. And I guess that's the reason I really stay away from those places. because I hate to be judged. And that's all people do is judge. So, but anyways, when I got there, he had already been there, my friend. And so I walked in, we gave each other a little hug and, a little a humble hello, if you will. And so then we sat down. And I asked him, who picked this place, and because I didn't think that I'd see either one of us sitting here, unless like we were gonna join like some sort of fancy country club or something like that. At least that's the feeling that it had. And he said that she did, and it was one of her favorite breakfast places, I guess. So I just rolled with it. Because, I'm there to support my friend and maybe his new future girlfriend. So we're sitting there and I asked where she was. And he said that she was on her way and she'd be here soon and that sort of thing. And so for a while we're waiting and all that, we had some time to catch up, which was nice. Because, again, I haven't seen her in a couple weeks. And so the waitress walks over and asks us if we wanted to order anything. So we just went ahead and got drinks and that sort of deal. And he's looking at me after, we place our order. And he says, "Hey, I need to ask you something, dude." And I thought it was going to be like, oh my God, he's going to like ask this chick to like marry him or something like that. And, all these thoughts started, really, really, really jogging through my membrane, if you get me. And so I said, "Yeah, go for it. What's up, man?" And his response to me back was, "Okay, I don't want to get you upset." And as soon as he said that, the waitress comes by and delivers our drinks to us. And, she sets them on the table and asks if we would like anything else. And we said that we were waiting on another person. And she said, "That's okay, no big deal," and walks away and that sort of thing. So then he goes into saying to me, "Now, I don't want to get you upset." And I'm like, wait a second. Okay, this is not marriage anything. Like, what's going on, dude? And he said, "Okay, man, I don't want to get you upset, but is there a possibility that you just don't act like yourself? Can you not act like yourself, like today, like in front of her, I guess?" And man, and I know sometimes, I say certain things or someone else, says certain things that are a little, mostly me, okay? Hey, I say some shit that's outrageous sometimes, and that's just because it's just me joking around, because I don't like feeling how I felt walking into that place. I usually use like the joking part of things to like, again, break the ice. But in this case, he just didn't want that. He didn't want that side of what makes me feel comfortable. So I sat there and looked at him, and I had all of these thoughts just running through my freaking head like a damn siren drill on a truck, on a fire truck. It just spinning, just making it put me into a blank state for a moment. I've never been asked to do that before in my entire life. That sort of thing just, I don't know, you kind of start questioning a lot of things about yourself, but also like about this friendship. I've known this dude for over, I've known this cat for almost 13 years. And we've been through plenty together. getting him out of binds and showing up for him when nobody else would, helping him out with favors that, others just straight up said no to. And I did all of these things because that's what true friends do. And again, I'm sorry I'm a little on the edge side. It's really just still eating at me, And I probably shouldn't have done the pod when I'm feeling like this, but it's just, this is real life shit for a moment. So, but it kind of made me feel like, when someone's drowning because they don't know how to swim, you aren't just gonna say, well, the hell with them. They should have learned how to swim. Hope you do well in heaven. I mean, good luck. I mean, you're not gonna do that, and I know that's weird to say or whatever. But look, I've done a lot of things for this dude, but right now I just feel like if he was drowning in the ocean, I'm not going to jump into the ocean full of sharks and jellyfish just to save him right now. Because at this point in time, I'd have to ask him, for one, why did you get on a boat if you can't swim, you freaking... I'm trying to use my words very, very, very politely. You dry duck. You dry freaking feathered duck. Or something like that. I don't know. It just really got to me, I guess. Not to be yourself. Try not to be yourself. So I said to him, like, what are you talking about? And he responded, look, I'm sorry. I'm just afraid you're going to say something that she might not like. And I said, like, what? And of course, with my, perfect timing, because my whole entire existence has been perfect timing, either a shade too late or I'm either too late or I'm too early. And that's just something that I've learned to live with. And so, at this point in time, I'll never have good timing. And, because right off the bat, when we were having this conversation, she walks in through the door. And so now our conversation has to be stopped stopped, but I mean, hey, never finished. We didn't have time to finish this thing. And to be honest, I had half a mind to just get up and just say, hey, like to her, hey, I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I got something came up, but but I dealt it out with myself. So she walks over and they hug and he introduces me and so we sit there and she orders, the waitress comes back over and does that whole thing and blah 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 blah. But you got to understand something. All that talk we just had, like, how can I sit there with a new person in front of me with all this shit whirling around in my head? Like my mind was just a sheet of fly paper, and those words that he just said were just mosquitoes just flying into that shit. Those words, I'd say something outlandish around her or do something that would be embarrassing. Like those words coming out of his mouth, outlandish around her, but mostly say something that would be embarrassing. So, you know what? For the rest of the time, I just sat there a little silent. I was not normal, not my normal self. And she asked me if there was anything wrong. And I played it off as I just said, look, man, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Forgive me, And to be honest, before I even said that, I had the thought in my head of just be honest with her and just say look, man, today has just been, it's been a hellacious morning, I guess, and we should have done this, some other time. But but I used the cop out excuse. Sorry, I am just a little tired, and I hate that. I hate when people do that. But if you legitimately, if you legitimately didn't get enough sleep that night, then I get it. And I'm sorry I'm rambling on about this. It's really got it's really got my dick twisted if you really want to know. But so, we ordered food and I just continued to be a little quiet, and now I'm sure that she thinks that I don't like her or that I'm some sort of a weirdo that, that that felt uneasy, and it's just because I didn't feel like myself. He asked me not to feel that way, act that way, be that way. And so, after we met up and we said bye to each other and everything, I was driving home and I just started reflecting about what he said to me. And now I'm here talking to you guys all about it. And again, it's, I'm I'm trying to control my my feelings, and I'm really freaking amped up right now. And I apologize to you guys. You guys should be listening to probably something a little bit more, more humorous and everything. And I'm not trying to be disheartening or say poor me, or I'm trying to throw shade out or hate to my friend. But if you ask anybody who knows me, I wear my damn heart on my sleeve, short sleeve, long sleeve, tank top. Fuck, no shirt, But I know when to say something and when not to say something. I'm not going to be some guy who doesn't know his manners at all. Are you serious? I was brought up with grandparents that if you left your elbow on the dining room table, my grandmother would pull out whatever was closest to her. A wooden spoon, a damn fork, a ladle of gravy, whatever it is, a whole ham. And if she saw your arm just sitting there, she'd tattoo that shit. That's what she would. So I understand that first impressions, what they are and what they mean. I get it. I, for one, know me better than anybody. So hell, sometimes I get, a little of my, I get a little of my grandmother myself in me. Sometimes whenever I see, someone not putting their napkin in their lap, or they're all slouching on the table, or, that sort of thing. I get it. I got that. I got some form of of an old Southerner in me telling me that, what to, I don't know. What am I trying to say? I just can't believe he said that shit. And again, guys, I'm sorry for going on so long about this story and everything. It's just, the week started out well, and now, I just hope it doesn't end the same way that it's going at the moment. I hope the rest of the week is more forgiving, I guess it's just hard to come from, I don't know. I guess it's just hard to love to give love from a place, to a person when they think that you're just, that you're not like some sort of self-aware individual, and man, that just eats at me, I guess. That's just what it is, because that's not me, and that's not who I am. And I guess it's just something that I am just gonna have to, talk with him about or deal with it. But man, if you guys got any again, long drawn out story and that sort of thing, but if you guys got any similar situations and you guys want to hit the text line, or Google Voice, the number is 828-630-9575. Have you ever been into, if you ever gotten into anything like that before, with a friend or whatever, like I'd like to know, and I'd like to know how you guys dealt with it, because I don't know what to do now about any of it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be the bigger man, and just like write it off and just say, okay, it's just what it is, or if I should just keep silent for a little while. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that, guys. Again, that number is 828-630-9575. I don't know. Moving on, man. Moving on from that. I'm sorry again for the drawn out thing, man. But what else has been going on, or what else is going to be going on this week? LeBron James. What I think what he will do this week, or I think this is what he's going to do this week. I think he's going to pass the all-time leading scorer, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's going to be that all-time scoring leader in NBA history. LeBron's about to break his record. Kareem has like 38,300 some odd points or whatever, and LeBron needs like literally like 61 points to do it, and to break the record, and that's insane to me. I know this guy gets a lot of shit thrown at him, and to be honest, I don't really keep up with the NBA as much as I used to, but I've been tracking this, and the reason I have is because, man, you got to give this guy some credit. He came in young. He's won like 3 or 4 rings with different teams. With the Cavaliers, I think Miami. I think he won 2 in both places. And, and back then the Cavaliers weren't shit. Miami was, a mediocre team, but I mean, hey, this dude doesn't, for all that we know, he doesn't cheat on his wife. He doesn't do any drugs. He, he takes care of his kids, and I'm telling you, man, like, I guess I've brought it up a couple of times and everyone's like, who cares? But it's like, who cares? Dude, it is, to this day, it has been unheard of someone playing professional basketball in my lifetime and beating the all-time scoring record. Like, we get to live this. We get to like, like, we get to see it. There's not a lot of things that we get to see like that. And in our lifetime, I haven't seen anything like that. I mean, Brady with his rings and all that, which is, unbelievable. But that's just, I don't know. That's crazy to even think about. He's going to be the all-time scoring leader in NBA history. Think about how many people have tried to play NBA basketball or have wanted to be an NBA player, you know, God, just try to even make it to the NBA, let alone be the highest scoring leader in history, you know. But a lot of people call LeBron the greatest of all time, you know, that acronym that I really don't really care for, that GOAT thing. But to be honest, like, I mean, I don't think he is. I think the whole acronym GOAT thing is kind of a bunch of bullshit in the first place. But you know what? In my book, there's only one that's the greatest of all time, and his nickname shows it. You know, he is the great one. Like Wayne Gretzky is that man in my personal opinion. You know, he should damn strap some skates on, strap a helmet on, get some duct tape, go find a young goat and just strap that bitch onto his fucking head and go skate around for a little bit. That's what he needs to do. Go find a small inkling of water, a small pond, you know, and just let the world know that no one is ever going to break his records. Like, there's no possible way. 91 goals in a year? I mean, maybe I got that wrong. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, but he still holds records. He holds like 10 records that no one is like even going to touch. You know? Like, and I don't know how many Stanley Cups he has, but it's probably just as many as Brady's ring count, maybe. And if not, like, okay. But for anyone to do what that dude has done is remarkable. But LeBron, hey man, pulling for you. And I hope that you get your you get that. What else is going on this week? Oh, hey, the Super Bowl's on Sunday. So I hope everyone gets their bets placed, I guess. Getting ready for it. Let's hope that's not some big blowout. Oh, sorry. Not some big blowout that some of the past years have been. And let's just hope for an actual good game. What else? I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. Just because I believe a Chief could probably kill an Eagle any day out of the week. if that's even I don't know. It's stupid. It's so dumb. But yeah. Man, I am so apologetic to you guys about, it's still in my fucking head, man. But look, I'm going to get out of here and I am going to go work on some other things, try to get my mind right. I'm sorry that this episode hasn't been the best. I know I'm all over the place, and I know sometimes that's just going to be what it is. Again, we're live, so like I'm dishing you out what's in my head, my heart, my soul, all that stuff. I'm just not feeling accepted, I guess, at the moment. And I'm trying to deal with it. And it's hard. It's very, very hard. Oh yeah. By the way, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So, if you haven't made any plans with your significant other, you might want to jump on that before someone, takes your seat. So, get out there. Today's full of possibilities again, guys. So, Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry if it felt like, again, I'm not trying to apologize. And I know this episode's all over the place, but it's good to be here with you guys. And next week will be so much better when I can calm down a little bit. But all right, guys. Everyone, be well to each other out there. Stay true to yourselves, and go hug your grandma. All right. We'll see you next week. And